Welcome to Lost Culture, your one-stop destination for everything pop culture. My name is Aston, and today we're going to start a new show called Superhero Rundown. We're going to do this show every Friday. So basically, after all the superhero shows go off for the week, we're going to do it. I'm not doing all comic book shows. I want to make that clear. So Lucifer is not going to be involved in this show. iZombie, when it comes back, is not going to be involved in the show, which I could involve him, but I'm going to do mainly the core superhero shows. So that's going to be Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's going to be Gotham. That's going to be Supergirl. That's going to be Flash, Arrow, and Legends. I'm still going to do the core, the breakdown shows for the shows that I do throughout the week. That's Supergirl. That's Flash. That's Legends. So Arrow. You're still going to get those four, and I'm just going to do this show at the end of the week to wrap up all the information we got throughout the week from all the shows, just to see how everything connects and how everything is going to be going on forward. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, make sure if you don't like something I say, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. We can have a nice discussion about it. You guys can discuss something I say. If I mess up, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like, share the video if you guys will. And as always, just follow us on all our social medias, which will be in the link from now on. All my social media handles will be inside the link. So, with all that out of the way, thank you guys for sticking through the intro, who stuck through the intro. So, let's get this done. Alright, so the first show we're going to start off with is the only Marvel show we got right now. And that's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we see the team, we see that Coulson is on the ground. He's working with Mac and everybody. I love seeing Mac in the field. He's back with Daisy. Is it Daisy or Scott? I forget what name she's going by now. But we get to see Daisy in the field. We get to see she's working with Ghost Rider. And yet the new director does not know what is going on right underneath them. We see Fitz and Simmons we see Simmons is trying to keep it away from the director. We see she goes through her little lie detector test. She does fail, but the director calls her out before he even realizes she fails because he needs her for her inhuman information. And we see he does his interview. He crushes his interview. So he does great using the information that Simmons is feeding him through his earpiece and just his own life situations. He actually confesses he's an inhuman to the general public. So it's great to see that. I love seeing these different aspects and everything. And we see how every character is using it to their own advantage. Now, that happens. We see that he does that confession. He tells that story. And I don't know what it was that gave it away. I don't know if it was the cryogenesis, what they call it, the little mist. I don't know if that gave it away. He definitely said he went through that. So if he went through that, that means he was a full-fledged inhuman mixed in with Skies and everybody on Terrigenesis. So he went through Terrigenesis. That means he was a full-fledged inhuman wrapped in with everybody else. I think Simmons caught on to that hey, something fishy about this story. There's no way he went through Terrigenesis. And if he did, I just don't know about it. So, I'm sorry, I'll admit that if I'm messing up. I don't remember seeing him in any of the strongholds or anything. But it's a chance he was a full-fledged. Lincoln was a full-fledged, and he had a regular life too. So, we don't really know. But we get to see Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider's design. I'd love to see the new Robbie. I'd love to see the new iteration of Ghost Rider. We see that he still he can control it, but he decides not to. He's really reckless. He's truly reckless. We see he had one job, and that was just to escort his uncle out of the place, and he couldn't do it. He was more about getting revenge than getting the mission complete, which is ironic because he wanted his uncle out just as much as they did, but he could not. He had other side agendas, which messed up the whole show. Now, one major thing we're focusing on is the Dark Code. If you don't know what the Dark Code is, this is Doctor Strange lore. This is directly out of Doctor Strange. I don't know if they're trying to tie this. We all know the movie universe and the TV universe is tied together, but it's not tied together. So I don't know what they're trying to do with this. Like, we know this is a Doctor Strange thing. So what's coming out next week? Doctor Strange. So I don't know what they're really doing with this. I'm trying to find out myself. I'm gonna wait it out and watch it. Like, hopefully this, like, I don't know what's going on, because we know the Netflix series are a much bigger gap than the TV show is. But this season of like Luke Cage, they talked about Thor and everybody awfully a lot. So I don't know. That's really all we have for Shield. But that was a great episode this season. Moving on to Gotham. Gotham. We got Gordon's love interests are being kidnapped left and right. Both of them. We got Lee. I love Lee. Lee is so beautiful. But then I love, I can't remember her name. Old girl from the real world. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the reporter that plays Gordon's new girlfriend this season. She's actually, I remember her from Real World. She was on there like Asian Persuasion. You only get that reference if you've seen like the show. They were talking about her and her friend. And I love seeing when he made a decision for Lee to die, that Mad Hatter actually chose to kill the reporter. And it's pretty funny because he's like, just to prove that he doesn't, like, I don't know which one was going through it. I don't know if Gordon actually like manipulating him enough to kill the one that he killed for less. But hey, now at this, we see Penguin and Enigma's relationship is kind of weird. We even see Enigma gets a new little girlfriend. It's the same actress who played his girlfriend in the first season that he happened to murder. And we see they're connecting, they're doing riddles together and everything. I don't know if she's rebirthed or not from like the little, not Doctor Strange, Hugo Strange experiments. Only time will tell. But it was like, it's an okay episode. I'm not really a big fan of Gotham, I'll admit that. But I do try to keep track with it just for this show. Now, moving over to Supergirl. Supergirl, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've enjoyed this season much better than last season. Now, this week, I gotta admit, I'm feeling a void from Superman. I enjoyed this. I don't know if I enjoyed the show because of Superman. Tyler Hoechlin did an amazing job as Superman. There's no denying that. I love Tyler Hoechlin as Superman. So I even like Tyler Hoechlin as Derek in Teen Wolf. I like Tyler Hoechlin as an actor. I actually enjoy his work. Now, with that being said, we actually get to see Man-El awoke. We get to see Man-El. We don't really get to see him fight or anything. He does a couple things with Kara here and there, but not really too much to see who he is. Man-El is being portrayed by Chris Wood. If you don't know who Chris Wood, you'll know that if you watch enough of my shows, I reference people from other TV shows. So Man-El, Chris Wood, actually played in Vampire Diaries, I think season 6, couldn't have been 7. Yeah, season 6, whenever Elena left, that's when Chris Wood was there. He was kind of like the reason, kind of who killed her. So that season is when he played the main antagonist, but now we see he's playing a good guy. I don't know if he's actually going to go bad because like I see it on reference I have of Chris Wood is him playing like a bad guy. So maybe he might go bad, but I don't think he will. Now with that being said, we see Alex has a new friend. We see Kara is actually making friends with Lana Luthor. We see how developments are going on. Even it's just a lot of developments going on. We see Wynn is getting better with the star maps, getting better with his Kryptonian and everything. He can search out planets and everything, so that's cool to see. We get to see Miss Martian. If you know how exciting this is to me, I love Miss Martian. Not so much as Miss Martian herself, just what the possibilities she stands for. Me, I'm a big Young Justice fan, so to see Miss Martian actually come to screen, I didn't expect to see John to come to screen, Martian Manhunter, and I was excited to see him come to screen, and we actually get to see him start phasing through stuff. That was my biggest thing. Like, I want to see him phase through things. He did it not this episode we're talking about right now, but the episode prior, he phased through someone and pulled their heart out. it looked a little weird and janky. I'm pretty sure the more they do it, they'll start figuring out better ways to do the details of him being phased through people, because it was obviously, you could see the way they shot it, that his arm was just under the other individual's arm. It was clear as day to see that. But I'm just glad we get to see Miss Martian. She's only going to be around, I think, for one more episode. But the possibility of Young Justice, we got so many possibilities. We got Wally on Flash. We got Artemis now on Arrow. I'll get to that next. We already seen Roy on Arrow. We seen Bloodhaven. Supergirl has Katniss. There's so many possibilities. You don't know what I'm talking about. For Katniss, that's where Superboy comes from. So, and Mon-El and Superboy are actually what he's so popular for. He has a lot of adventures with Superboy. I'm not saying Superboy's coming this season, but hopefully Superboy's coming. So we get to see that. And it's amazing to I'm hoping for a Young Justice. Nobody's championing a Young Justice series more than I am. I want to see Young Justice. And you show me a link to a campaign, like a Change.org campaign, I will sign it right away. I'm that big of a fan for Young Justice. I want to see a season 3, but I prefer to see the live action version of it. Even if you call it Titans or something, it's okay. I don't mind that. So going from there, we're going over to Flash. We get to see the Barry and Iris relationship is going on. We get to see Wally and Jesse Quick. Jesse Quick returns and she has her speed powers. We get to see Jesse and Wally team up. This is the second time in 2 weeks we've seen them team up. It's great. Yes, she messed up. It's okay. She's still learning. And the greatest part about this episode, that the speedsters weren't the heroes. Well, they were the heroes, but when they fell off, know who came in to save the day? The Westies. We got Iris West. She's giving Barry back his confidence, telling him about everything that's going on. And we got Wally talking to Jesse. Yes, did we see Jesse and Wally's first kiss? Honestly, it would have been cool if we had to see like a little spark of speed force between them. That'd have been cool to see. Too cliche, but that would have been a great way to see Wally get his abilities. That's just me acting stupid, but that would have been something fun to see. But we see Jesse's taking Wally out on runs. It's going to be great once Wally gets his abilities. And these two can just go on like running dates together. And they'd be like, I'm not trying to turn it into like a Twilight TV show, but that'd be something cool to see these two running out, do their little Speed Force dates. That'd be like, they can go back in time together. All the possibilities are everywhere. Now, we get to see that. We get to see Wells. Harrison Wells, him and Jesse is going home, and he gets kind of jealous. He tells the team to find a new Wells. He actually comes up with the plan to find the new Wells. There's a little jigsaw puzzle, sends it into I forgot what they call it, the vortex, whatever they call it, and the ruptures. He made a rupture between all the dimensions. But it is weird because when we see Cisco does it, he's talking about he has to open up 8 dimensions at one time. When he's trying to get Harrison Wells, why can't you just open up a gate between 1 and 8? It's that simple. You ain't got to go through all 17. He ain't got to walk through all 18 dimensions. Just make him go through from Earth 1 right to 8. Simple I would think. I don't think it was like train stops. You got to go from 8 to 7 to 7 to 6. Yeah, but that's just me being overthinking, but we get to see that. We even get to see Wells and Cisco's relationship. I love to see how far these two have come. This is the Harry version. We call him Harry. Well, they call him Harry to get away from the Harrison Wells, so you can identify from away. And another great thing is we get to see all these different versions of Harrison Wells. All of them was equally entertaining. Some of them was weird. Some of them weren't weird. Even the new Harrison Wells we got is like kind of weird. Like he's super like bro-y. We see him doing all the hand high fives and everything. We see him with the bowler hat, the boots, the short sleeves. It's like I love seeing him. I love to see the range he has as an actor. That's one thing. But besides that, let's get back to this. We get to see Mayor Master. We don't get to see anybody else. We don't even get to see Alchemist or anybody. But we get to see Mirror Master. We get to see Top. Obviously, these are the big bads of the week. Mirror Master locks Barry into I guess a window, a mirror. I don't really remember exactly what it was. But when he does that, we see it's up to Caitlyn to save him. Caitlyn has to use her abilities to get him out. No, she doesn't tell anybody. She secretly does it, gets Barry out. And then she has kind of like what Barry was having. He was getting those jitters in his hand, or when he was having all those seizures because his heart was just beating too fast. We see her lips turn blue. We see her hair get the blonde streaks. We even see her while she's taking a nice warm bath, turn around and accidentally freeze the shower head. It's crazy to see that. Like it's cool to see, and I would love to see more of it. I don't know how far it's going to go. If this is going to turn her into Killer Frost, I don't know. Is she like? I hope Caitlyn doesn't. I don't know how far what this is going to do. Like, why is this going to turn her evil? I hope it doesn't for like another season or two. But it'd be cool to see when she does go evil. And like, will she turn a cold shoulder to the team? But going from there, she's gone. That's really all we got from the episode. But like Harry realizes that the machine wasn't working. He tells Cisco about it. So now we got Cisco looking for an explanation why it wasn't working. Will he find out? I don't know how long it'll take for him to find out, but hey, we'll find out this week. Now, going from there, we gotta go to Arrow. I enjoy Arrow this season. Arrow has rebirth from the ashes that it used to be. It's back. We get to see that Oliver is going out on a mission to get Spartan back. I don't know why I'm blanking his name right now. This is bad. I don't know. This is really bad. But we see he goes on his mission. He's trying to get him back. We get to see Church is out acting a fool. We see he purposely got an individual caught with the partner we're trying to steal, and that's so Detective Lance can put it into evidence so he can break in and get all the weapons out of it. Who else do we get to see? We get to see Ragman back on the team. I love seeing Ragman on the team. I actually love seeing that the whole new set of vigilantes got makeovers. We see Artemis actually got her name. She actually got her bow. She doesn't have a crossbow or anything. She has more traditional bow. Not the real traditional ones, cause like the little, I don't know what the name of different bows. But we see her bow. It's actually really similar to Oliver's new bow, and we see that. We get to see Ragman. We get to see Wild Dog. Wild Dog still isn't following the rules. Why? You've been here, what was this, 4 weeks now? And he still can't follow rules. Hopefully he gets it together. Hopefully, yeah. But one thing we did get to see is Felicity over. This week we got to see different individuals in charge of the teams. It was great, like just to see this. And Artemis, she basically still being trained with the bow. We see Oliver tells Wild Dog to hold his tongue, but sit back, do not take the shot. This is Oliver's chance, not Oliver's, but Artemis's chance to get some practice. Now, obviously, Wild Dog being himself, being impatient, what do? He takes the shot. He misses, forces Artemis to miss, and it all goes bad. And we get to see Mr. Terrific get his ass beat. And I don't know, they need to get him some fighting lessons or something. He just get his ass beat. There's nothing, I can't sugarcoat it. He got his ass whooped. There's no doubt about it. Twice in one episode. Actually, everybody got their ass beat twice in one episode except for Artemis. She's the only one she got an L2 this week, but it's for different reasons. But we get to see that once like everybody's back, we see Ragman's back. We see that the team, like once Felicity calls in the team, she calls him in to stop Oliver from getting Diggle out of jail. So through this whole little thing, Oliver doesn't even hesitate. He takes all three of them down. Ragman isn't back yet, of course, but we see he takes all three of them down with no problem. And the funny part is, we see Mr. Terrific was like, oh, it's sad that now you see when Oliver was training with us and beating us up, he wasn't even going full force on us. He was just like, oh my God, we had to see that. And one thing I gotta say, whoever his hair braider is, I need to get them on payroll ASAP, because he gets a phone call and it's time to go to action and his hair is braided in an instant. Boy, I need to get his hairstylist, because it never happens for me like that. I gotta call like a day or two in advance to get my hair done. So that happens. We get to see Ragman coming to the team. We get to see Ragman as a builder. He is a tank. So we see them put the charge on the wall, and he absorbs all the scrap metal, all the fire, all the explosion, all the force, all that. He just takes it back in. He's in the hallway with Church's men are shooting all these automatic rifles, absorbing it all. Ragman is amazing. So I don't know what's going to do to stop him. Once he gets trained up, he's going to be amazing. Now, going from there, we see Church actually captures, who does he capture? He captures Wild Dog. I don't know why it was hard for me, but he captures Wild Dog. And we see that Wild Dog is being tortured. He's probably going to kill him. I don't know what he's going to do with him. Hopefully he doesn't kill Wild Dog. But he definitely says he's not going to be in the same shape as he is when we see him go in. So we see Church has him. He's all about Arrow. He wants Oliver. Now, going from there, when Oliver is gone, we get to see Felicity take over the team, get a team command. She actually makes a hard call to leave Wild Dog. This is the second time she had to make a hard call. First time was Bloodhaven. Now she has to leave one of her friends behind. I feel bad for Felicity. But it's okay, because next week we have Barry. We have Oliver back. So it shouldn't be that hard to get him back. Now, moving on to Legends. Legends was by far my favorite show this week. Now, a lot went down in Legends. We get to see Ray training Citizen Steel. Obviously something bad going to come out of this. These two playing around actually injure the Wave Rider. Citizen Steel gets thrown out into the space continuum, and who Ray goes after him. Expected. And then they land in like 17th century Japan. Summarize in Legends. What else? What better time is it to be? Now, we see that happens. While on the ship, we get to see Jackson and Gray. They're just trying to repair things, and they find out there's a secret area that nobody else knows about. And what do they find out? There's a message from 65-year-old Barry Allen. And the crazy part to me is, I really didn't know if Grant Gustin actually did the voice, but it turns out he sent a tweet out this morning saying he actually did the voice. He didn't get to hear it yet, but apparently he did sound old. So I understand he's probably busy filming, but dang, I wish we would have got to see it. But it was great to see that. I still didn't get a chance to do a second viewing of Legends yet. I wish I would have did it before I filmed the show today. But we got to see that, got to hear that, and I wish we could know his message that he actually left. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Grant already recorded a message. He already knows what the message says in full. They're probably going to do some flashback for it later on in the show. And that might even be why Barry is tied in through the 4-part, crossover. Now, in this episode, Sarah is taking charge. We still have no Rex. There's not Rex, Rip Hunter. There's still no Rip Hunter. And with Rip missing, it leaves a void of leadership. Who steps up? Sarah. And I love seeing Sarah step up. White Canary, whatever you want to call her. She's doing good. I love to see her her bonding with Vixen. That's my favorite part, honestly, of this episode. Is her and Vixen bonding. And honestly, for like this week, the women of the shows have been my favorite. I mean, from Iris to Kara, Artemis, Felicity. These have been my favorite parts of the show this week. I didn't even bring up Artemis again. Another Young Justice tie-in. But the women of the shows have really been my favorite this week. Honestly, there's no doubt about that. They've been my favorite. So going from there, Rick C. Citizen Steel, he's been healed of his what's the bleeding disorder called? I can't think of the top of my head. I'm super bad right now. He got healed from that thanks to Ray. And Ray makes the toughest decision of the week, I think. He decides to give up his suit to save the team. He tells Citizen Steel how to take it down. He actually even helps him, takes it down. And it's crazy to see that. It was another Easter egg we got from this. Katana. Oh yeah, the sword. Great to see Katana's like family, her lineage. I guess I want to say. So we get to see that. We get to see the Atom suit destroyed. We get to see what else did we get to see? There's so much that went on in this episode. I love the ninja, Mick and ninjas. I love that aspect. That's like my favorite part of the season, of the episodes, like with him and his ninja thing. Like it was funny because this whole week, like even Lucifer had a big ninja theme, so it was cool to see that. And that's really all we have for the superhero rundown. Like that's really all that happened this weekend. We got more Young Justice ties, which is my favorite part. Like you should have seen me after we see him again. I was so happy once we see him again. And like thank you guys for tuning in, who all tuned in. Thank you guys for the new series. I was trying to start it off. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Any advice to what you want to see more of this show of contain. And obviously, if a Netflix show pops up the same week, I'll try to tie that into this also that when that happens. But as right now, there isn't any new like Netflix show out that's a superhero themed. But besides that, like thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, all my social media for now on will be linked inside the description, as well as anything we have coming up. You can follow us on Facebook, on our Facebook channel, to see our schedule and what happens. And besides that, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video if you want your friends to see it. And as always, stay lost.